Welcome to Shelby Stitcher. This is Joan Parker.
My husband and I are getting ready to go and stay with one of our granddaughters for a couple of days. So I have a couple projects that I've been working on and then kept myself from continuing to work on until I could decide what to take with me. She loves helping me take the papers off the back of my string blocks, my string units for my half square triangle quilt, the first one of which I used when I started this channel as people were interested in how it was made. So all of these blocks have paper on the back, and you can see on the ends, if I had a big strip, I didn't just cut it off where the paper was. I purposely put longer strips on the edge so that I could extend that, because these will all be sewn end to end and then cut up into rectangles. And I didn't make one or two or three. I made this whole stack yesterday. I had come across the beginnings of one when I was cleaning up my sewing room. I mentioned earlier that I took 2 separate hours and worked on just cleaning off my cutting table, and my room is huge. And I found this big piece that I'd already trimmed, taken the papers off and trimmed. And I thought, wow, since I came across all these other small strips, I should go ahead and make a couple of these foundation piece strips. And you can see, just while you're looking, there are some that are just crazy. Like this one always stands out to me. I'm sure that one will as well. And I have a new weirdo fabric that I'm incorporating. It's white with red polka dots. You see it a lot in here because I just added it. But when I get several hundred of these blocks, it will be spread out and you won't even notice it. Well, hardly at all, but it's kind of like the kid that makes too much noise. You see it every once in a while, but you can ignore it, especially if there's someone in the other part of the room making just as much noise. So anyway, this is what I'm going to be working on at my son's house. And my granddaughter is 6. And like I said, she loves to be helpful and she loves to rip the papers off. Let me show you how easy this is. I fold it back and I use a larger needle and a slightly smaller seam. I can't even think. I use my regular needle. I don't know what I was thinking. It's harder to talk and do something than you think. And I turned down my stitch length so that it's at 1.8 instead of the usual 2.4. See how there's nothing left? And these are phone book pages that are old so that the ink doesn't bleed when they're ironed. I use them all the time. And that's what she's going to help me do. And we can spend probably an hour with her doing that and me sewing something else after she gets home from school. She made a pillow herself the last time she was at my house, and she loves to sew, and she's so good at it. And I'm going to be taking my featherweight kit up there, and I don't think we'll actually be doing much sewing together. But I will have all day while she's in school to do nothing but keep myself occupied in a house that is not my own. I'm looking forward to it. Remember to use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, as that will help others to see my videos. Thank you for watching.
This is my first video with a PS on it. When I was looking at my son's address, I looked to see if there were any quilt shops around, and I found this gem of a place that sold scraps by the bag, and I probably got 2 yards of fabric for $3 to make some zip pouches and add some strips to my half square triangle quilt. I also got fabric for $6 a yard. I also bought a beautiful navy blueprint that reads as navy blue solid from a distance. 6 yards for $5 a yard, and they gave you 38 inches per yard. And if you bought 5 yards, you got the 6th one free. What a deal!